Thanks for being here. So that was a different way for us to start a concert. Normally we start with a huge, huge piece, and then we retangle everything and go smaller and then grow back to the end. And my guys, a few of them came up and said, John, that's just not going to work this time. There's too much going on. I said, no, it'll work. And they finally talked me into it. I thought, you know what? Learn something. So we're going to start sort of small in numbers, and we're going to build our way around with minimal stage changes until we get to the final big pieces. That was an amazing piece written by one of our alumni, Christian Kilgore. Will you find him and give him a little love, please? Where are you, Christian? Boom, right there. Unbelievable. So let me share how this came about. Noah is special, as you just saw. He is scared of nothing when he gets behind timpani. I feel that way, and then I see him, and I'm like, wow, okay. So his pedaling is some of the best you'll see. And there's nothing out there that would challenge him that I have found to date as far as a percussion ensemble with a featured timpanist. So I just thought, let me just reach out. I sent an email. I think I actually phoned you. I called Christian. I said, here's what I'm thinking. Would you be interested? He said, oh, well, let me think about it for about a second. A couple hours later, I got an email that included some sketches and some MP3s of him. He's already writing the piece that quick. So I said, well, don't do it yet. I don't know if we can afford it. I don't know anything yet. So I went to my boss, and he said, yeah, let's do that. So Dr. Nab pulled the trigger on that. I told Christian, I said, green light, go. And he said, I'll have it to you January 1st. I said, perfect. And that's what came about. So an amazing piece. Super, super, super proud of Noah and the ensemble for stepping up. We played just a little snippet of it at our gala, or not the gala, at the big concert. Anyway, whatever that collage. Anyhow, so we're building the stage now. For the second piece is going to be liminality, right? You need my finger? Okay. I've got to touch the computer. So I'll talk to you in between pieces. We keep this setup change at a minimal. I hope it's going to be effective. I think it will be. The big change will be just before this, the drumming piece. I'll tell you about that in a second. Next piece is liminality. Dave Hall, one of my associates here, Claire Kenny. We talked about this piece some time ago, and I ordered it and never thought we really had the group that could really give it justice until right now, and they've done a great job with it. You'll notice I won't conduct anything until the end of this night. These guys are on their own, which is the way it ought to be. I don't think I can get over there anymore, can I? All right, well, this is going to be liminality. I've got to go do the computer. I'll go down and back up. I'll go around. Okay. So glad you're here. It's a crazy cool night. I hope you have a great time. I'm sure you will. Let me get back there and turn the computer. Okay, that was liminality. Wow. Okay, so we're going to do a minor change now and work our way over to the far side of the stage for White Pines, Michael Burritt. This is minimal. Please give Joshua a hand for learning that steel drum part. My gosh. And please give Bailey, she's an honorary percussionist, the bassoon major, and she killed it on piano. Thank you, Bailey. Okay, now, Jay, you can start like unhooking stuff, yeah? Okay, so this is going to be White Pines, Michael Burritt, and Austin Kramer is your soloist, and he's done a terrific job. Yeah, you can give him a hand, that's fine. And we worked on this a bit last term, and then thought this term would be better fit for it. And I think they were right. It's a wonderful piece. You'll see. Okay. We close, Noah? We're very close. Okay. I'll get out of the way. Hey, nice job. One more for Austin Kramer. Austin, where are you? Fantastic. So this is the big stage change, you guys. The next piece we're going to play is this, and I reserved this moment in time to tell you about these drums. The red drums up here are incredibly special. They're from Ghana, and let me tell you the quick story about these. We had a visiting professor from Ghana, John Wesley Dankwa. He was our second, actually. We had one, Kofi Ansah, about 12, 13 years ago. And John Wesley Dankwa came to spend 3 months with us and do an intensive. The international school helped out and put him up in the international house. And he came over to spend 3 months with us, teach us Ghanaian, traditional Ghanaian rhythms and song. And we did all that for that recital. The interesting thing, I met him right here, right over there on an early morning in January, and it was great to meet him because I'd looked forward to it for a long time. I took him home. We went and had lunch. I took him back to the international house, and when we got into his room, the only thing in his room were 4 drums, not a suitcase. There were 4 drums. So he had this one and that one lassoed together with plastic wrap, and a handle was formed, and these 2 were lassoed together. And I'm trying to figure out if I would ever imagine doing this myself. He came here from Ghana, first time on a flight, first time out of his country. Came to New York, to Atlanta, took a taxi up here to Kennesaw State with these 4 drums and the clothes on his back, nothing else. And I said, John, so you don't have luggage? You don't bring anything? He said, no, I brought kete. So he had these drums made for Kennesaw State with the intent on leaving them here when he went back to Ghana. So the only thing he brought for himself were the clothes on his back. And I said, that's pretty astounding. I can't imagine going to Ghana with a marching drum and giving them the marching drum, but not bringing any clothes or a toothbrush or anything at all. That's what he did. He cared so much about this, that's what he brought. So the greatest thing about that, he said, I knew I could get clothes in Kennesaw, Georgia. I knew I could not get kete drums. So he had these built for us, and we're going to incorporate them tonight. We got a lot of drums down there. Everyone in the ensemble is going to be in this next piece. It's a kete rhythm, and it's a call and response. The big drum calls the shots, and everyone else comes in response. There'll be solos passed throughout. What we're frantically doing right now behind me is resetting this entire world into 2 large percussion ensemble pieces to end the program. The first one, I'll go ahead and tell you about it, because once they're set, you won't have to hear me talk much more. We're going to do Fractured Forest, Reese Goforth, and he's a freshman here, composition major, student of Lawrence Schur, and he's written a lot of things, and he never finished them. At the beginning of this semester, I said, Reese, how's your composing going? Fine. I said, would you please finish something? And he said, I did, and here it is. He sent it to me, and it's the piece you'll hear, Fractured Forest. It's very cool. It features him on marimba, which you want to hear that. And then it's for about half the size of the ensemble that we're using. We're using a big group for that piece, and it's brilliant. And the final piece is Shattered Illusions, and it's large. It's what you would expect from us as far as the large percussion choir. How's it going, guys? Getting close? Cool. I'd like to I want to recognize Claire Kenny. Are you out there, Claire, somewhere? You are, aren't you? Right over here. Give her a hand, please. She's got a lot of students, you guys. A lot of these guys are hers. We split the bill on them, and it's so awesome to have her here. She's been very busy at Pope, and she's a new mom as well, so she's quite busy. Next ensemble concert, I'm hoping that she'll conduct a piece. But nonetheless, it's great to have her on board with us. And the next thing you will hear, I'll give a call on the big kete, and we're off and running. And hopefully, we're close to a finish of the two big pieces. I'll give this mic away now. We're close, yeah? This is the quick turnaround here. Give Reese another hand, please. That was incredible. I think Dr. Schur is here somewhere. He said he was going to come tonight, so he's got to be super proud. Dr. Schur's retiring after many, 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 many years, so we wish him all the best for that. This is going to be Shattered Illusion. I know the last two pieces are Fractured and Shattered. I was mixing them up the entire semester, but big piece, very large. Premiered recently, so it's not very old. It's not in the rep for a long time. But it's awfully fun. I think you'll enjoy it, and the guys have had fun putting it together. It's a lot of notes, but this is our final piece. Thank you again for coming. Sorry it wasn't raining tonight. That's traditionally it's a rainy night. I think this was my 54th percussion ensemble, if I did my math correctly, how many years I've been here at 2 a year. So it started out with one person, and we coerced one other person to come in as a duo, and I was the trio. So we did our first percussion ensemble here, our little teeny 109 building, music building 109, and we did trios all night, and it's come a little far since then.